What do you think are the possible outcomes of Festival of Media MENA this year?
The possible outcomes? Well, there's probably only one outcome for the Festival of Media Middle East, for its launch at least, and that's business. You know, we want the people attending the event to build more business, to meet new prospects, to develop better relationships with their clients and suppliers, and ultimately trade. When we launched the Festival of Media back in Venice in 2007, the whole idea was to bring the media vendor side of the community together with the media buying side of the community, enriched by lots and lots of brands who were interested in knowing where their media money was being spent. Bringing all those people together in the ecosystem is still fundamental. So that media focus is important, but really we want people to come away with more business cards and having really felt like they've won some partners and done more business. That's really the key thing. Maybe the second thing is that they come away having been a bit inspired. That could be just some ideas, maybe from the awards, new ideas and new thinking that they can bring back into their offices, or listening to some of the trends and issues that are happening from outside the Middle East market and how they're going to impact internally across the Middle East. So some of our speakers over the course of the event will be bringing some really massive trends that are impacting the rest of the world. It'd be interesting to sort of have a debate over how those trends and those issues are going to be felt in the Middle East marketplace.
Are brands in the region delivering true innovation? And how would you rate the region based on media innovation and excellence?
Gosh, that's a very good question. How would you rate the region? You know, in the Festival of Media Awards, which is now the largest single media awards ceremony worldwide, we get that question asked a lot, actually. How does Middle East compare? Well, look, first of all, we've seen some amazing work, and it's true to say. So whether that's the work for Dentsu Aegis has done in content for IKEA, whether that's the work that Mindshare have done in the utility space for clients such as Tunisia Telecom or the Egyptian government, you know, whether it's PhD doing some amazing work for Lifebuoy, or in fact the work that Havas have been doing for Emirates. You know, they're just a couple of examples of the really strong entries into our awards this year. So there's no doubt that, that the region is looking strong. One would have to say, though, that most of the innovation is probably coming from the UAE market specifically, and Dubai specifically. So some of the other parts of the world, the region, probably need to improve. If you look at Saudi Arabia, for example, you know, that's the 10th, Riyadh is the 10th most tweeting city in the world. 100,000 YouTube views a day in that marketplace of 17 million people. And the culture is changing, and some of the ideas we're seeing are great. So one would expect going forward to see more innovation, particularly on social media with brands, coming through in the marketplace there. It's still early days, but I'd say UAE is topping the rankings right now, and probably could teach a lesson or two for some of the other markets in the region.
Could you give us some insight on the regional media industry challenges and what should be done to resolve it?
Goodness me, regional challenges in the Middle East. Well, look, you know, it is. You look at measurement. Whereas most of the world are starting to talk about new forms of measurement and understanding digital and what that means, trying to come up with a new language beyond reach and frequency, beyond cost per thousands. You know, whilst the rest of the world is doing that, many markets in the Middle East are still worrying about their TV meter paneling systems. So you've got a sense there that in the measurement case that the Middle Eastern market has got a long way to come. I'm not saying that TV measurement is not important, but you know, these are issues that have been resolved a generation ago in some more mature marketplaces. So I think that there's an issue there on the measurement side. I also think on the trading side there's going to be some changes. I mean, what's interesting at the moment is seeing organisations like Group M beginning to become established in the Middle East. Clearly a group that's made quite profound changes to the way it operates in media in other parts of the world. So that's certainly a change that is about to come, and that will be interesting to see how the market responds. And then I suppose programmatic is and real-time bidding and that whole new form of communication as it hits digital, that's clearly something that's impacting the rest of the world and will soon come to MENA. I think what we're seeing is the establishment of a digital media economy. It's early days for the likes of LinkedIn and Facebook. Facebook's still very small in the Middle East market, actually. But these companies are beginning to become established, and one senses that that's a really exciting trend in the industry.